In the last 20 years, Japan has dominated the manga world with some of the most well-known titles in comics history, Dragon Ball and Death Note, to name but a couple. However, since just before the turn of the millennium, eyes have been turning towards Korea for its own unique take on sequential art. Today, it's Korean manhwa that have the eager attention of so many comics fans. Webtoons have been around for over a decade, but it wasn't until recently that they became well known outside of Korea. They're now considered some of the best entertainment on the internet. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and follow our channel for more top 10s video. Number 10. Who Made Me a Princess? From all the stories I've read about a woman reincarnating as the princess of another world, this is with no doubts the best one of them. The art is a complete delight to the eyes, always looking cute and gorgeous. The beautiful Anthanasia was killed at the hands of her own biological father, Claude de Alger Obelia, the cold-blooded emperor. It's just a silly bedtime story until one woman wakes up to suddenly find she's become that unfortunate princess. She needs a plan to survive her doomed fate, and time is running out. Will she live or will she die? Wow, this is very breathtaking. So you gotta check this one out. It's got plan A, plan B, plan C. Check out what those plans are. Number 9. Omniscient Reader. I'm literally obsessed. I have no idea what to read after solo leveling, but this was what got me out of my reading slump. The MC uses his wits and knowledge of the story to manipulate the other characters and get around the system instead of brute strength. I'm always at the edge of my seat when the chapter ends, waiting to see exactly how his plans are going to come together and finally see how he knocks the dominoes down. It's also not boring because the MC doesn't know everything. His plans go wrong and characters respond and act differently than he expects. And that's one of the coolest things about it. It's a pretty well thought out story and I'd love to read more. Number 8. The Breaker. New waves. The first part of the new waves might be a little bit boring since the protagonist loses his ability to do martial arts, but after 70 plus chapters, we will see the protagonist to be badass again using his martial arts. The long wait will be worth it since I saw some readers who dropped this manhwa. Because of that, in the aftermath of the desperate battle between Munryong and the Martial Arts Alliance, Shion is no longer a Murim but more assailants continue to pursue him. Through his encounter with Gumyeong, the bullied boy has grown into a respectable man. However, Shion must now learn to survive in this chilly world of Murim without his master. I get excited about this one. Number 7. The Breaker. This manga is pretty awesome. It has a great plot with good drawings. The style of the story feels almost like a Japanese manga, and like all Korean manga, starts as a long thin strip and converts to the easy to read manga style. This had a great build up and a very good cliffhanger finish. Spoilers from here on. Shiwoon is desperate. He's constantly bullied and getting beat up at school by a gang of thugs and is on the verge of suicide. Sick of being weak and helpless, the boy turns to the only person he knows who can help, Chun-woo, a powerful martial artist and also his new teacher. Number 6. The Legend of the Northern Blade. Yes, this manga is a must-read among the heap of cultivation manhwa. This one is one for the few who really stands out, and it's for the right reason, trust me. For decades, the brave warriors of the Northern Heavenly Sect fought to keep the world safe from the evil Silent Knight. But when the 4th generation leader is accused of colluding with the enemy, he is forced to disband the sect and commit suicide to protect his son, Muwon. With no family and allies left, Muwon leads a dreary life under close surveillance until a surprise attack from the Silent Knight gives him a chance to escape to the mountains. There, the young warrior trains to master the fighting techniques of his predecessors, before the mysterious disappearance of a loved one brings him back to the mainland. Number 5. Tower of God. So basically, I found that this webtoon, because it's an anime adaptation, started airing today, and of course I'm pretty impatient to wait a week. So yeah, for each episode to come out. Fame, glory, power. Anything in your wildest dreams is possible when you reach the top of the Tower of God. Those lucky enough to be chosen by the tower ascend each floor in hopes of fulfilling their dreams, but to succeed, they must complete dangerous and deadly tests. Yeah. That's pretty cool. 25th Bam is one such irregular who begins to climb. Like, damn, bro. Number 4. Bastard. No, I'm not calling it to you guys. Bastard was an interesting read. I've gone through the entire webcomic in one sitting. It certainly lives up to the genre of thriller and it has great pacing. Yeah, it does. It's literally one of the best ones. It's in the top 4 for a reason, right? Jin has lived a tough life. One of his oldest memories is waking up at the hospital having received an artificial heart valve and a glass eye. Yeah, as a student, he's relentlessly bullied for his disabilities, but Jin's school life is nothing compared to his home life, where he's raised by his father, a serial killer who targets young women and forces the boy to act as his accomplice. Number 3. Windbreaker. I cannot recommend this story enough. Do you know what kind of mastermind you have to be in order to create a story with this much depth and care? Like, damn, not a single detail goes unnoticed in this comic, and every chapter leaves you wanting more. Anything, really, anything. Please, the plot of Windbreaker follows a high schooler and avid cyclist named Jay. Throughout the series, Jay makes friends and encounters some crazy situations, all thanks to his passion for cycling. Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything that actually goes down in the story. This is a general rundown of the starting premise for Windbreaker. Art plays a surprisingly relevant role in Windbreaker, especially in keeping the feel of the series fresh and trendy. I'd even argue that it's even better than anything. I love it. Number 2. The Horizon. The Horizon is a manga filled with utter despair. It reveals the dark nature, the cruelty, and the desperation of a human being. The Horizon is a story about a boy surviving through war and how his struggle was rewarded. 2 children unexpectedly meet in the midst of war. After running away from the chaos, they come across a long, empty road with no adults to rely on. The 2 strangers now become friends, walk alongside each other to see what's at the end of the road. All they hope is to keep being able to move forward. Just what kind of trials and stuff is coming along the way, they don't even know. In such a short span of 21 chapters, so many emotions have been smashed together. To be honest, I didn't shed a single tear though. And at first, I felt like an ice queen, but now I realize that rather than crying, I learned something. And that is what this is all about. And at number 1, we've got Solo Leveling! Solo Leveling was the best novel I've ever read. I couldn't stop crying and I couldn't stop laughing either. Yeah, that's a thing. That is the thing. I'm screaming from excitement, of course, and every word I read, my heart was running through a marathon. I've never, read something this good and amazing. Follow Jinsu, or it's Jinwoo, but if you start with his full name, it's Follow Sung Jinwoo, as he embarks on an adventure to become an unparalleled existence through his level-up system, the only one in the entire world. Every second I spent on reading was worth it. The characters were created, each with their own special personality, and if you think your favorite is just the MC, you're wrong, because there will definitely be another one that will steal your heart. The best part about all of this was the fact that how easy the author made it for me to accept the fact that it was finished. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Also, do subscribe to our channel if you want more top 10 animes, manhwa reviews, of course, and all that stuff in one place. Also, have fun reading and enjoy your day. First Anime is signing out. See you next time. My name is Zira Khan and I'm the voice of the voiceless. See ya.